Good evening and welcome to Ripon High School, the Tiger Den. As tonight we have Ripon High School girls basketball here on the Ripon Channel, youtube.com/Ripon Channel. The Ripon Tigers, they have an overall record of 1-5 and 1-2 in the South Central Conference. They face a tough team tonight, the undefeated Wisconsin Dells Chiefs. They are 5-0 on the season and 3-0 in the South Central Conference. So it is a conference game here on this cold December night. With Marty Ernzer, I'm merely Lynn Krause, and we're glad to have you along here tonight at the Ripon High School Gymnasium. And Marty, you weren't here at the last game, which was Tuesday night as the Tigers took on the Lions of Lamira, and they faced a pretty good Lamira team. And the Tigers came up short on that one, but Lamira played a very good game, and I'm sure the Tigers are looking to try to improve from that performance here tonight against the Dells, but it's not going to be easy.
No, and it got a little more difficult in that no school yesterday, so they didn't even get to have practice. And we're going to talk to Coach Sauerbrei interview later, but she brought that point up in the interview I had with Coach about, we got beat soundly Tuesday night, and then we didn't get to practice on Wednesday. Now we're right back in the fire, and a fire it is. This Chiefs team comes in not only undefeated. Lynn, these Chiefs are putting 80 points up on the board. We're talking a girls team, not a boys team. They're averaging 80 points. And you know what's more impressive than that? They're allowing the opponent less than 40 per game. This is a machine that I'm rather interested to see how this machine operates. They shoot almost 50% from the floor. They shoot 37% as a team on threes. And I'm like, they average 20 steals a game. I mean, they're just not a glamorous offensive thing. They're working hard on the defensive side of things. So you got to tip your hat to head coach Buss with what he's bringing into this season here in the South Central Conference.
What stood out to me, Marty, was they have three girls here. This number 34, Ashia Hopkins, who's a senior.
Yep.
Then this Jazz Alwyn, who is a sophomore. And then
Natalie Bacchus.
Natalie Bacchus, who's a senior. So Hopkins is averaging 21 points a game. Alwyn, 18 points a game. And Bacchus, 18 points a game. I mean, that's pretty incredible.
Well, more impressive than how many points they're averaging is how efficient they are shooting. In other words, it's one thing to put 21 a night, but she's shooting 55%. Hopkins, 55% from the floor. Alwyn is shooting 50% from the floor, 41% on threes. And Natalie Bacchus, those 18 points. Oh, by the way, 66% from the floor and 17 steals, and leads the team with averaging about 9 rebounds per contest. They're loaded for bear.
Just to give our watchers and listeners an idea of how dominant this Dells team has been, they defeated Baraboo 84-40, Mauston 84-54, Nakusa 82-19, Adams Friendship 77-36, and Reedsburg 76-33.
Yeah. No, they're dominating. If you're averaging 80 and holding your opponent to 36, I majored in political science, but I can do the math on that one.
Well, Marty, you had a chance to talk to head coach Kirsten Sauerbrei to kind of get caught up on things. Obviously, Ripon has played 6 games so far this season, and when you haven't had a real chance to talk with her, but you have a good opportunity to talk to not only about the team, but getting the job and other things. And let's listen to that interview right now.
Here at the Tiger Den, it's halftime of the Ripon High School junior varsity basketball game. Today's visitors, the Chiefs from Wisconsin Dells, are in. Right now, Ripon is down by 8 points at the half. But you know what? More importantly, joining me finally for the first time this season, we haven't been able to get our schedule the way it's supposed to be. First year head coach, new coach, Kirsten Sauerbry. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. I've seen you around, and we've had some interviews before, so it's kind of fun to be doing this in aspect that I'm the head coach now.
Well, you know, you think in a small town we could make this happen a little quicker, you know, but I guess not. Talk to us about the process. You got hired. You put in for the job. You got hired. Former Ripon High School graduate. Got to take a lot of pride in that. You and I had a chance to speak when you were playing for your now new alma mater, Lakeland University.
Yes.
Tell us about getting the job here at Ripon and how you put that assistant to coaching staff together.
Yeah, absolutely. So first thing I have to say is I'm just very blessed to be in this role. I was living down in Indiana and working for a minor league baseball team, had no intentions of coaching, had no intentions necessarily to come back to Wisconsin, but the job was opened, and Bill Kinzinger gave me a call and was like, hey, this job is open. We think you should apply. So I was like, hey, you know what? Life is too short not to just full send some things. So I decided to apply and ended up getting the job and moved back to Wisconsin within a week. And here I am as a coach. And talk about full circle moment. That is 100% what I'm doing right now. I mean, getting the opportunity to coach on this court right here, it is just, I'm very blessed. To be here.
Does it almost seem a little surreal at times? I mean, being here and now you're here in a totally different capacity, one that you didn't see yourself just a matter of weeks or so before it happened.
Yes, it is. I don't have the words. I haven't had the words. I probably will not have the words. It's just so cool. And not to mention that all of my girls, I get to tell them, like, I've been in your spot. I've been in your position. I know what it's like to go to Ripon High School, to play on this court. You know, my freshman year, that was the first year of this gym opening up. And I just get to tell them, like, hey, I've been there. I've done it.
And I know a lot of your teachers.
Yes.
And I know a lot of your teachers,
so
too.
Behave.
So behave.
Yes, absolutely. But it's been surreal, and I really don't have nothing but just being, I'm blessed and honored to be in this role, and hope that I can really change the Ripon program around for the better.
When you got here, you got to think, oh, wait a minute, I need coaches. So what was that process like?
Yeah, absolutely. So I played against Cassie Walters, is my varsity assistant. Played against her at Ripon College, and so she actually works at the Boys and Girls Club, so I knew she was around the area. And my mom had been talking to her and decided to reach out and was like, hey, are you still around the area? And she's like, yeah. So jumped on a phone call with her, and she was like, I've been wanting to coach. And I was like, we are going to girl power this all the way through. And so she decided to hop on, and then Brian Heemstra, our JV head coach, he's a dad of 4 girls, which is awesome because he knows what it's like through all the tears and all of it. So have him as that, and then Carissa Karsten coming in as just a volunteer, helping us out. She coached here a long time ago and also played at Ripon College. So
I
a lot
watched
of
her
basketball.
play.
Yeah.
She was tenacious on defense.
Yes.
I remember again against Illinois College. They were favored. They came in, and she had a lot to do with the winning equation of upsetting them. So,
yes. Yeah, so I have a good squad all the way around me. I mean, we are such good communicators. We work together, and we truly want the best for this program. And, you know, we're all at different parts and stages in our life, and we've either played college basketball or we've been we're a father figure. So all of us have something different to bring to the table, and it's just awesome because the girls can learn, from 4 of us where none of us are the same, but we all come together at the end of the day and we make it work, and it's awesome.
Gotcha. So you got a win. Was it last week against the Hornets up there in Wautoma? Yep. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. Right now you got more L's than you do W's. You came in, you say, okay, these are the cards I've been dealt.
Yep, absolutely.
These are the student athletes I have. We have some strengths and we have some weaknesses. If I'm coaching, I'm saying, you know what, we're going to work on those weaknesses until the cows come home.
Yep, absolutely. I think I had 1 week of practice with the girls, and they have done nothing but been all in. I've asked it from day one. It's not easy to come in and be a first-year head coach with new girls wherever the talent is what I got to work with. Yep. But they have been all in, and we've changed a lot of things. And, we don't have, more wins than losses right now, but that's not how I'm going to define success this year.
Yeah.
Success is getting more girls out to play basketball, getting down to the youth level. Every game, tonight's our actual only game, home game we have this season, that we don't have a youth team coming in the locker room pregame with us and sitting on the bench and, being around the girls behind the bench, because it's so important to start at the youth. So, it's hard. It's hard when you come in and you only have a week with the girls you got, but they have completely been all in and playing with their hearts out, and that's the most I could ask for.
It's all about the youth. There's no magic to success.
Absolutely.
Fill in the blank. Is it basketball? Is it football? Is it field hockey?
Yep.
You got to start them young.
Absolutely.
And if you're going to put that effort in to get the pieces in place, that's how I got shanghaied and became a basketball coach.
Yep, absolutely.
Because my kid was playing, I was reading the newspaper and he said, "Guess what? You're your son's team coach," and that's how it started.
Absolutely, and for me too. Like, I was at the youth level once. I've been through the whole youth program and all the way up to high school, and it led me to success. And I only want to, give as much back as possible to all the youth and everything they do, and all the coaches that help out too. There's so much support in this community, and I'm really blessed to be in this role. One
more question, I'll let you get on with your game plan and get back with your team. So you have a very difficult customer comes into town tonight. I kind of looked at what they've done. They're undefeated. They're putting an gaudy statistics. I'm impressed. They're shooting darn near 50% as a team. They're throwing 80 points on the scoreboard every night.
Yep.
My goodness. And they got some seniors mixed in with some underclassmen. How do you come into this game being realistic, and yet you want to, don't fear anybody but respect them all is how you look at your adversaries. What's your thoughts tonight's contest?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just controlling what we can control, right? Taking care of the basketball, taking good shots, making good passes. We're prepared. We know what they're going to do. We watched their film. We've seen them.
Okay.
It's doing what we know we can do. It's having confidence in the shots we take. It's, playing with our teammates. We're not playing selfish basketball. It's, when I'm coaching, you're listening to what I'm asking you to do and you're following through with it. It starts on our end with us. It has nothing to do about what Wisconsin Dells
You can control what you can control.
Absolutely.
One stat, I'm looking at your team, Coach,
Yeah.
and offensive rebounding. The percentage of your rebounds that are offensive, I looked at the top three players, and they're like getting 40 to 50% of their rebounds are offensive. Now, you could say, well, the bad news is if we made the basket, maybe we wouldn't have to get – I'm being a little silly with that. But there's opportunity there on second chance points.
Absolutely, and that's just heart and hustle. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just, deciding, like, I'm going to get this basketball because I deserve it and I want it to better my team. But I don't want those girls to stop shooting, and hopefully they will fall. So those numbers, if they don't fall, we can get the rebound. But, when they go up, they go in, and that's
Your
what
first
we do.
game that we did, a home game with Westfield, those threes were falling in that first half.
Yeah.
And so, we know how offense can go in basketball.
Yeah, hey, shoot or shoot. I'm a shooter myself, and I will never tell someone to stop shooting. I want to put confidence in their minds to know, like, hey, you can shoot, you can do it, I believe in you, now let's go do it.
Yeah. Well, speaking of go do it, I'll let you go right now. Thank you for your time. Next time we see you, I even wrote it down someplace. Where did I write it? Yeah, it's going to be Ripon versus Kewaskum, our old conference foe. You probably played against them.
Oh, I did.
And that'll be next Tuesday, I think.
That is correct.
But we'll take care of tonight's game. I want to thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Honor.
Yeah.
And welcome back to Ripon High School. And again, we want to thank Coach Kirsten Sauerbrei for spending some time with us and with Marty, answering all of his tough questions for sure. It was a nice interview. And again, we do want to thank her for that. Well, anyway, Marty, here we are. We mentioned earlier the job that Kirsten has in front of her, which is a big job, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday there was no school, so the Tigers were unable to get a practice in
right
after the Elmira game on Tuesday. And I know Coach Sauerbrei was kind of disappointed in that, but I'm also thinking, maybe something like that they needed to have a little break. Who knows after a game like that?
You never know.
Yeah.
But that old expression, they're going from the kettle or whatever into the fire or whatever. They're about to find out if that break helped them clear their minds a little bit. It's going to take a Hercules effort, as they say, to take on this Chiefs squad. And I think they can, right?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I got to shoot well, rebound, and,
take care of the ball.
Take care of the ball. There you go. And I know that this isn't the only game in the South Central Conference tonight, but it's an important one for sure. As, again, the Dells are undefeated, and they're at 5-0, and they have pretty much dominated any sort of competition that they've had. Their starters include 0, Jazz Alwyn, number 1, Maya Marsic, number 2, Josie Griffin, number 13, Natalie Backus, and number 34, Ashia Hopkins. Starters for the Tigers, Raina Trochinsky, Reese Brooks, Emma Resop, Adele Miner, and Emerson Peer. There is 4 seniors and a sophomore for the Dells, 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore for the Tigers. And the Dells, they get the tip right away. A shot is missed, and Emma Resop starts off the Tigers in good shape with a rebound.
Yeah, Emma averages about a little over 11 boards a game. So one of the bright spots for sure for the Lady Tigers. Come to the ball.
So it's
Don't be shy
with it now, and she's on the right wing. Looks like, a man-to-man defense there, Marty?
To start with, yep.
And Resop has it again on the wing, right side. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it was knocked out by number 34, Ashia Hopkins.
We're going to call a foul on that, actually.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Going to call the chicken wing extension of the forearm defensively, and that's the first foul.
It's on Jazz Alwyn, the sophomore, number 0. And so Ripon still with possession, and they get the inbound. Adele Miner runs it down. Here's Tuchinski in the right corner. Ripon probably going to take their time tonight, make sure they get a good shot.
They're right now. They're being forced out of their offense, that tough man-to-man. They're playing a lot of denial, too. The first receiver.
Here's Miner with a shot, no good. Rebound offensively by Resop, no good.
Stop ball.
And here comes the Dells running on a nice give and go.
Beautiful.
And laid up and in by Natalie Backus.
And there's that full court pressure I expected. And they're playing a man full court pressure.
So Emma Resop gets it and breaks the press, gets it to Adele Miner. Her shot was blocked. No foul was called. Out of bounds to the Tigers.
Very businesslike, the Dells.
It was blocked by 0, Jazz Alwyn. She's averaging 18 points a game. Raina Trochinsky the inbound. Gets it to Adele Miner, but a little high.
Well, they're jogging. When you're trying to get separation, you can't jog. Wow.
Couple of turnovers there. Emerson Peer ended up with it, went to the basket, but it was blocked out of bounds. Again, no foul call.
What Ripon has to do on offense, when you're looking to receive the ball, you're not jogging. You're making hard V-cuts and back cuts, get separation. But if you just kind of shuffle your feet, it's hard to get separation from the visitors.
All right, now Raina Trochinsky into the lane. She's going to go to the basket. Shot is up, no good. Adele Miner there with the rebound, and she puts it up and in.
Well, I talked about how Adele Miner averages 8 rebounds per game, but half of those are offensive, and there was one of them right there.
There's a 3 in the left corner. Good there by Ashia Hopkins.
Yeah, Ashia Hopkins, and she's not even the best three-point shooter. I take that back. She's one of the better ones. At 46%. That's a heck of a percentage from beyond the arc.
Reese Brooks gets it across the timeline. Now double teamed, and she tries to pass it out of there, but it's stolen by Jazz Alwyn, and she lays it up and in, the sophomore.
Don't jog. When you're trying to get separation, you don't jog.
And there's a pass that goes over the head of the intended recipient, but it was tipped there by Maya Marsic of the Dells. The Tigers will retain possession. Right at half court as Emerson Peer will inbound it for Ripon. Gets it to Reese Brooks.
Square up. There you go.
It's 7-2 the Dells here at 15:30 here in the first half. Here's Peer with it and a reach, and she gets the ball back. Peer does.
Get away from that sideline.
Now she stops her dribble, goes to Adele Miner, who makes a move, and she rolled the ball, and it's going to be a turnover. So the Dells will get it. Again, leading 7-2. The Chiefs versus the Tigers. Girls basketball, and we're glad to have you on the Ripon channel.
First year in this conference for Ripon. They're going to a zone.
Here's Hopkins with it on the wing.
Tigers playing a 1-2-2.
This Jazz Alwyn.
The thing with zones sometimes, you don't think you get flat-footed, like you can't take the energy down. You got to stay up on it.
Good defense by Resop, knocking the ball away, double team, but gets the ball now to Marsic, out for a three, no good. Offensive rebound, taking it right up and good is Natalie Backus.
Boy, they're space eaters too. Backus and Backus, a couple of the gals, nice space eaters in that paint. Good job by Ripon there, getting it out. It's 2-on-2. There's a travel.
And it is a travel on Emerson Peer as she kind of ran out of room, nobody to pass to.
So that press has them nervous, and they're speeding up their offense, which is the whole idea of applying the pressure defensively. But if you can just slow it down and not get caught up in it, otherwise you're playing right into what the defense wants you to do.
Backus with it at the top of the key. Now to Alwyn, left side. Goes back door, and it's good by Natalie Backus.
Well, she was wide open. Ripon became just watching the ball watchers, and they totally forgot about a player on the weak side.
Reese Brooks able to get it across the timeline, double team, but now to Emerson Peer. And she's out at the half-court line, goes to the right side. Adele Miner back to Peer.
Nice
shot.
Give and go.
It was blocked, though, by Backus, and now the Dells come the other way.
Nice give and go. They did everything right. The defender just did a nice job of blocking that shot.
Natalie Backus goes to the glass and is fouled on the shot. Looks like Emma Resop with the foul, her first team. And Natalie Backus will get 2 free throws. She already has 6 points of the 11 for the Chiefs. And she puts the first one in.
Very businesslike, this Dells team. The demeanor, I really like this Dells demeanor. It's just very matter of fact, everything they're doing and the way they're executing on both ends of the court.
Well, the score now, Wisconsin Dells 13, Ripon 2. Couple of subs for the Tigers. Paisley Spalding, number 21 in, and also 23 Millie Gales in for Ripon.
Paisley Spalding, just a freshman. I love the name, by the way. And Anastasia, her older sister, I assume. Paisley just might be the future at the point guard position, too. She's fairly strong with the ball. And good pass.
Yep.
Should have been handled.
Inside, and was turned over, though, to the Dells. Bringing it back out. And this is Backus with the left hand, no good. And Adele Miner gets the rebound for Ripon as they come the other way. And Paisley Spalding taking it to the hoop, and it was knocked out of bounds by the Chiefs. So Ripon will retain possession. They'll inbound under the basket on the right side with Reese Brooks.
Good read by Paisley. She saw the lane line was open. She took it and attacked.
Spalding now to Resop. Brooks on the left wing. 3, and it's good! Reese Brooks. Tigers needed that basket.
She's a player that we've watched this is her 3rd season on varsity, where she's never really hunted her shot. She's it's been a secondary consideration, it seems, because she does have a nice touch.
Well, let's hope that she hunts it tonight. And the Dells answer back with a 3 by Jazz Alwyn.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Jazz Alwyn.
Oh, there's a steal. Alwyn on the steal, takes the shot up, no good, but she was fouled on the play. That press, again, causing Ripon trouble.
Jazz Alwyn, 41% from beyond the arc. Hopkins, 46% from beyond the arc. It's just crazy.
Reese Brooks got called for the foul. It's her first, team second. Jazz Alwyn will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws and makes the first.
You know, you shoot around 40% at any level. I don't care if it's pros, college, high school. 40% from beyond the 3-point line. That's a decent number.
And the second one is also good. 7 points now for Jazz Alwyn, and we have a timeout. 12 minutes, 35 seconds remain in the first half, and our score is the Chiefs 18 and the Tigers have 5.
Ripon took that 30-second timeout. I think the thing here is if I'm the Ripon team, I got to think about, hey, we got to stay positive. We got to stay high energy. I don't want you to start playing to the scoreboard. I want you to play Ripon basketball. We're going to play high energy, both ends. We got to get her done. And we're not going to just start, slowing things up here because we're getting spanked on the scoreboard. So I'm not sure what the coach wanted to talk to him about there, but I'm sure there was some specific things, particularly with my seniors. I want to make that point because they're your leaders.
Ripon inbounds, gets it to Spalding, back to Reese Brooks, who brings it up on the left side.
So I like they do a man-to-man press, not a zone press. The Dells, I like that.
So here's Brooks. She stops on the wing to Gales at the free throw line, and underneath
Nice
the
pass.
Del Minor. And it was blocked and out of bounds, and Ripon touched it last.
Yeah, I'd like to see Adele Minor needs to work on that shot a little bit. She kind of exposes that ball. Great bounce pass, by the way. Minor, good job making herself available, but you got to get that shot up right away.
In for the Dells, number 5, Asia Gall, and also 24, Izzy Smith for the Chiefs. Couple of substitutions.
Up and under, good defense. Minor walled up, didn't give it to her. Good defense there, but now we got the hands on her back. You have to understand that, and it's the right call, unfortunately.
That was really a travel into the lane there by Natalie Backus for the Dells, but regardless, Reese Brooks gets the second foul and third team.
And I don't think she even knew that she fouled. I mean, sometimes you got your hands on a player.
Well, now into the game back is Emerson Peer comes back in for Ripon. Alwyn will inbound it, has to go out on top. Oh, and Emma Reesop almost stole it away, but ran down by
Good job.
Hopkins.
Kind of like a defensive back in football. Read the eyes of the receiver. She almost had a steal.
Here's Alwyn bringing it back for a 3 on the right wing.
Nope.
That's no good, off the rim. And Spalding couldn't run it down, but Emerson Peer did. And, she slipped on the floor as she was going to bring the ball up to the hoop. And now it's the Dells the other way.
What a pass.
What a nice pass there.
Threaded the needle, dropped a dime between two Ripon defenders to the weak side block for the nice little easy putback.
By Natalie Backus, and she has 10 points already, half the points for Wisconsin Dells.
You can see the shooting percentages being so high for the Dells because they create that offense and get high percentage layups off the window.
Millie Gales tried to inside pass to Adele Minor, but kicked out of bounds by the Dells. Now checking in for Ripon is going to be Danny Brewer, number 5, just a sophomore.
The Dells have just 10 players on varsity. 6 are seniors, but 3 sophomores, 1 frosh, no juniors.
Here is Emerson Peer, and we're going to have an offensive foul.
Away from the ball.
Yeah, looks like a legal screen, I'm guessing.
Well, that was a push.
It's going to be
extension of the arm.
Going to be on Paisley Spalding. That'll be her first and the 4th team. So the ball is turned over to the Dells, already leading 20-5. So bringing it up will be Izzy Smith, the senior for the Chiefs. As they get the ball to the top of the circle here, making a little move to the line, into the right corner for a 3, and it's an air ball. No good there by Ashia Hopkins, and Ripon will get possession. I think that surprised her a little bit, Marty. Usually she had a 3 earlier in the game, but that one not so well.
Not so much surprised the shooter as it did the rebounders when it didn't hit anything other than the floor.
All right. Bringing it up now is Paisley Spalding for the Tigers. He reverses course.
Take the shot.
Goes to Turchinski.
You got to shoot that.
Now Spalding, and she had it taken away by Natalie Backus. And here she comes to the wing left side.
Shot attempts are coming at a premium for Ripon as that 3 ball is short.
And it was rebounded there by Marsic, and then rebounded again by Ashia Hopkins, and this time she puts it in. So the Tigers quickly the other way with Emerson Peer.
You could see that coming.
Double teamed, and now Emma Resop is going to get fouled as she picked up the ball on a pass.
Yeah, Asia Gall got her.
For Asia Gall, her first, team second. Ripon underneath, right side to inbound.
What do we got going here?
And let's see, they're going to try and get the ball inbounded, and it's stolen away by Izzy Smith. Quickly the other side, left side to the hoop, laying up, no good. Rebound by Spalding of the Tigers. Here they come quickly to the right side.
Danny Brewer.
Bounce past Emma Resop, and no call. And 2 players go down, and no call made. And it remains Ripon's ball as Emma Resop couldn't get the shot up because she was dragged to the floor. But no call, Ripon's ball. It's one of those one call, that's all sort of things, Marty. But no call on the foul.
I know that lawyer.
Here we go. Emerson Peer underneath the basket brings it back out for
there
a 3. Spalding, good! Paisley Spalding.
Like I say, I think Paisley has a nice future here for Ripon.
Tigers getting 8 now, 22 for the Chiefs. And outside to the right corner is the pass, driving to the basket, lays it up, no good. Spalding the rebound. We have a held ball, but Ripon will retain possession.
Chin up. The 9th grader has to learn when you get that rebound, you keep it chin up. She brought it down, and the defender was able to tie her up.
Brenna Flanagan checks in for Ripon.
Chin up on those rebounds. There's that man-to-man, belly button to belly button pressure again.
So for the Tigers, we have...
I'm surprised more teams do not do this person-to-person backcourt press because you don't have to reset from a zone and find your person.
There's a steal and basket there by Natalie Backus. So the Tigers still facing that pressure and knocked out of bounds by Jazz Alwyn.
If you notice with the Ripon players, a lot of them, when they get that pressure, they turn their back to the defender and want to come back the other way. Dells knows that, so they double the ball. And how many times have we seen Ripon loses the ball because the double team they didn't see coming at them?
There's Danny Brewer with a 3, and she hits it. Danny Brewer.
Coach talked about everybody has the green light on this team to shoot.
Boy, the Dells quickly the other way, and Jazz Alwyn gets a layup on the left side.
Well, you're starting to get, like I said earlier, you start to get a feel why the shooting percentages are over 50% for some of these players from the floor. There's that double team again.
And it's stolen away, and we're going to have an easy layup for Wisconsin Dells.
Ripon needs to stop speed dribbling into the double team, have your head up, and see who's open. Because if they're doubling you, that means you got a teammate open with proper spacing.
Danny Brewer gets it across the timeline for Ripon. And she's going to pass it over here to Emerson Peer. She's
Get away from there.
Out by the scores table.
Yeah.
And let's see, bounce pass to Turchinski. Makes the move to the left side to the basket.
Left hand.
And it's knocked out of bounds by Maya Marsic.
Could have called a foul there, too, by
Right?
the way, with the lower body into the legs.
There's been several, I thought, Marty, of Ripon shots that have not been called as fouls. So, anyway, we have a timeout on the floor. 8 minutes, 11 seconds remain in the first half. It's 28-11, Wisconsin Dells over the Tigers. All right, after the timeout, again, the score, the Chiefs 28, Tigers 11. It'll be Ripon's ball underneath their basket on the right side. Raina Traczynski will inbound it now for the Tigers. And she gets it into the corner to Peer. Traczynski back, Spalding with it. Emarisa makes the move in the lane to the basket, and I thought she was fouled again, but a long pass here to Jazz Olwyn, and she puts it up and in.
Okay, now one of the guards has to stay back for that bust out on a quick rebound like that. A little cherry picking down at the other end.
Bounce pass, pressure. And we get a foul on the Dells, Josie Griffin.
That was nice pressure. Remember, this ball club averages over 20 steals a game as well. Ripon almost accommodates that with about 24 turnovers a game. That's a stat you want to watch. Like when we're in February, Lynn, and we're calling this game a home game, we want to see that number of turnovers down for Ripon. But like there's another one unforced right there.
There's another steal and a layup, and it's up and in by Maya Marsic, her first points of the game. That last foul on the Dells was by Josie Griffin, her first, team's third.
Yeah, now when you got the ball on top, you can't have everybody sinking down below.
And there's another steal and nice passing, good pass work there to Asia Gall, who lays it up and in. That Gall, number 5, is just a freshman.
Don't get so, here comes the double again, and no one's there to help her.
Emarisa picks up the loose ball to Spalding.
There you go.
She goes over to Peer, and Pier's going to bring it back out. To Resop, going to go to the basket, stops. Peer with it. Takes a shot,
nice
blocked.
Block. Stop the ball.
And the Dells the other way, 3-on-2. Little pull-up jumper, no good. Bouncing around, and the Dells get the rebound with Backus. She loses it out of bounds, but it was tipped last by the Tigers.
Off of Miner's right foot.
All right, back in, or I should say checking in for Ripon is number 13, Anna Buchholz, a junior. And Ripon, beg your pardon, the Dells will inbound it underneath their basket left side. And they're going to go way out on top to Marsic, who's between the circles. And Marsic goes into the lane. A shot by Gall, no good. Rebound, Buchholz.
Now, right there, we start dribbling right away. I would pivot under pressure and look and see where my teammates are.
Buchholz, the Spalding, little jumper.
Pretty.
Good by Paisley Spalding.
What did I tell you about Paisley Spalding? You know what she shoots from the floor coming into tonight? I think she leads the team. 44% from the floor. Very respectable.
Nice give and go that time, but it's missed. And Adele Miner grabs the rebound. Here she comes the other way. Across the timeline, right side. It's Peer with it. She's going to shoot a 3. Why not? Off the rim.
Peer is one of the better three-point shooters on the Ripon squad percentage.
Gall got the rebound, and there's a travel. And what are they going to call?
They're calling charge.
A charge? Well,
I would not have called the charge, but I definitely agree with you on the travel. Either way, turnover by virtue of a foul or a violation with the walk.
Shia Hopkins, her first, team's fourth, as we're under 6 minutes now in the first half. Here's a pass.
Nice
to Peer.
pass.
Peer into the lane. Oh, she lost the dribble, and the Dells come the other way. Marsic with a layup. Blocked by Emma Resop, out of bounds. So some excitement for the Tigers.
It's about hustle and desire. Nice job of getting back.
Yep, by Emma Resop, and now entering the game, Millie Gales back in for the Tigers. She's a junior. 5:41 remains in the first half. The Chiefs 34, Tigers 13.
Ball man.
Chiefs get it inbounded just fine. Now corner
nobody
three.
Came out on.
No good. And the rebound was fought by Marsic. Tried to get a pass inside, but Adele Miner steals the loose ball. Here's Gales, and she got kind of caught in midair what to do with it. It goes out of bounds to the Dells. Nice hustle by Paisley Spalding to try and pick up that loose ball. But Wisconsin Dells gets it in the backcourt. And they'll inbound it here to Maya Marsic.
Ripon's in their man. They have gone to a 1-2-2 zone earlier in this first half.
Marsic double teams, brings it back out. Quick movement to the left side, to the free throw lane, to the right side.
Boom.
Now cross court, left corner for a three by Hopkins, and it's good.
Hopkins, gorgeous shooting form.
She was open in that left corner.
Well, she's been open there and has done the same thing a couple times. There's that double every time. You turn your back to your defender. That's what happens.
And Marsic steals the ball. Little bounce pass, and making the basket was Asia Gall. And the Tigers will need to take a timeout. 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in this first half, and our new score is the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs 39 and the Ripon Tigers have 13. And we'll come back in a moment. All right, welcome back to the Tigers Den, and it's been all Wisconsin Dells here in this first half, leading the Tigers 39-13 in this South Central Conference girls basketball matchup. So Ripon took the timeout. They get the ball back, and Paisley Spalding is going to bring it up for Ripon.
Yeah, Paisley handles the ball. Her offhand, as good as anybody else on the team. She's good with the ball with both hands, and that's what you have to have if you're going to play guard.
So Spalding gets it over here to Gales on the wing right side. And a couple of dribble stops. Goes to Del Minor, but
she's got to go on top with that. She's got to go up on top with that ball.
And
nice
there's
shot.
a three by Anna Buchholz.
Buchholz was on top, an orphan earlier. You got to rotate that ball back out on top. Nice step through, but she missed it.
By Jazz Alwyn. Emma Resop got the rebound for Ripon.
Your floor leader there for Ripon.
Here's Spalding taking it to the hoop, but it was blocked. Goes out of bounds.
That'll stay with Ripon.
Ripon.
Ninth grader just found out that, she blocked my shot, but the ball was still in play. She's doing a good job, though. She's a ninth grader, and I can tell her skill set is really nice. You can handle the ball with both hands and has a nice shot to go with it.
Danny Brewer comes in for the Tigers. The ball is loose, but Emma Resop runs it down. She's going to have to get it over to Spalding, which she does. Gales, right corner, tries to get it to Spalding. Ball was kicked, so Ripon will retain possession.
Truchinski, I want her to kind of understand that you're trying to feed that post to people like Resop, but if it's not there, don't sit there waiting. Get the ball back on top, reverse the ball. They're just letting the defense get reset and hit those passing lanes and getting tips and steals.
Brenna Flanagan in, and also Emerson Peer returns for the Tigers. Danny Brewer with it.
Keep moving it.
And she stops. Will go to Peer on the right wing. Resop makes a move to the basket. Stops and has to bring it back out now to Flanagan. Resop gets it back to the hoop. Goes
nice
cross
pass.
court to Peer, and she travels.
Well, here's the deal. You got to take that shot. I mean, they've made it clear that points aren't coming in the paint. They do a great job of walling up on defense. I'm talking about the Dells. And Ripons cannot take them off the dribble on that. You do a quick ball reversal. You're open for a jump shot. Take it if you're Ripon.
Jazz Alwyn will bring it up now for the Chiefs.
Ripon's now gone back to that 1-2-2, trying to be a little clever against Dells, going from man to zone back to man again. So here they are in that 2-3, 1-2-2, if you will. Ripon.
Alwyn driving.
Good defense there.
Goes out. Hopkins backing in.
Good defense there.
Yeah.
Good help.
Ball is loose. Nice job, Danny Brewer knocking it away. They're double teamed.
And Danny Brewer.
And she lost the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Danny Brewer's learning on the job right now. She did a great job knocking the ball away with the help defense, but then she stopped. She's thinking, oh, man, okay, help. Now I got to go back and recover. Nah, it's an opportunity for a steal, but that'll come. That'll come through just maturation and practices.
Reese Brooks back in the game for the Tigers.
Yeah, she got her 2 fouls early in this contest.
Here's Peer with it. Brewer. Brooks again between the circles. Trying to set something up. Flanagan, right wing. Now Peer. Resop. Trying to drive to the basket, but Alwyn playing tough on the defense.
Good idea. I like what Peer was thinking. Catch and shoot if you're square to the hoop.
There's Peer. Driving right side, Resop corner, Resop to the basket, lays it up, and the basket went in, but she traveled beforehand, unfortunately.
Yep, you're going to say she shuffled her feet. It was a good effort finishing, I think, with her left hand.
Yeah, it was.
Nice job.
Yeah. All right, so here come the Chiefs again. Into the lane, doing a turnaround, but going to the left corner for a three. Hopkins, no good. And Reese Brooks gets the rebound, but what do we have?
I don't know. I don't know what he saw.
We're going to have a foul on the Dells on the loose ball by Vivian Gavinsky.
Yeah, I didn't see the foul, but the good news is the good guys got the ball.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can make something, run a set play here. If they can get through the defense. Now we got this belly button to belly button, man-to-man full court press again. Ripon has to feel their way through that without turning it over, anticipate the double team.
That was the 15th foul on the Chiefs here this half. Now Reese Brooks brought it up for the Tigers, and she stops.
Well,
looking. We'll get it over to Truczynski into the left corner, making a move to the basket, brings it out to Miner. And Miner looking to do something with it. It'll have to go back to Truczynski.
Yep, right now they're using, when you turn your back to your defensive counterpart, you always want to be facing the rim if you can as a guard.
And now the ball was stolen away by Natalie Backus, who gets the ball back underneath the basket. Layup no good.
Good hustle
Rebound
by
Flanagan.
It was Truczynski with good hustle. Bothered the shooter enough to miss it. Nice job by the Tigers there.
Under a minute here in the first half. Truczynski now on the wing.
Square, look.
Brooks has it, and she will go out to Flanagan on the right wing. Brooks in the corner. Almost knocked away, no foul
Get
called.
out. There's nothing good in that corner.
Adele Miner is called for rolling the ball. It's a turnover.
Yep. That's probably the one thing they're going to have to work on this offseason, and that's ball handling. Just basic fundamental dribbling, developing your offhand. Keep getting that dribble lower. It's got to be lower. It's too easy to steal when it's waist high.
All right, here's Alwyn with it for the Dells. Goes over to Hopkins, who brings it back out.
Yeah.
Goes to the left side here to Backus. Backing in, makes a move, but she carried the ball as well.
It was a hesitation dribble spin move, trying to get the defender over too far to the right and come back. And like you said, it was like she put it on a string like a yo-yo. Got called for the carry. I will say this about the officiating crew. They're very consistent on their calls tonight.
Yeah, I just thought there was a few more fouls against the Dells early when Ripon had the ball underneath
See
the
what
basket.
we got here.
But Adele Miner's going to bring it up, and looks like we're going to have a held ball, and possession will go to the Chiefs.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. You got to get that lower dribble and then be able to develop that offhand, and then you can do a crossover, and the defender will respect you.
Just 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Our score, the Chiefs 39, the Tigers 16. And the Chiefs on their way to averaging 80 points a game. And we'll see if they get a basket here to end the first half.
Well, something tells me
has it.
Go get the shot off.
There's a three, left side, and in and out. And the rebound by the Dells, shot up, no good by Natalie Backus. And we have reached halftime. So it is halftime, and our score, the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs 39 and the Ripon Tigers 16. Let's take a check of the scoring before we break for the half. For the Tigers, Reese Brooks has 3. It is Danny Brewer with 3, Adele Miner 2, Anna Buchholz 3, and Paisley Spalding has 5. The only player in a little bit of foul trouble would be Reese Brooks, as she has 2 fouls. Now for the Dells, with 39 points, they're scoring. Jazz Alwyn has 11 here at the half. Maya Marsic 2, Asia Gall has 4. Natalie Backus has had a good first half. She has 14 points in the first half. And then Ashia Hopkins, she has 8. And they only had 5 team fouls in the first half. And every player has only 1 in the game. So that is our halftime score. Again, the Chiefs have 39 and the Tigers have 16. And we're glad to have you along here on the Ripon Channel. And Marty, any parting thoughts before we break for the half?
No, we'll talk about that when we come back with the start of the second.
All right, sounds good. So we'll take a break here for the half, and then we will be back shortly with the start of the second half. The score again here is Wisconsin Dells 39, Ripon 16. We're at the half here on the Ripon Channel. All right, and welcome back to Ripon High School's gym, the Tiger Den, here on the Ripon Channel. And again, we're glad to have you along tonight, watching and listening. The Ripon Tiger girls playing the Wisconsin Dells Chiefs, and it's been all Chiefs in that first half as they lead this one by a score of 39-16. The junior varsity for Wisconsin Dells also won tonight over the Ripon Tigers. That final was 39-20. So that's where we're at. And Marty, I know you always have some interesting statistics and things to tell us. What do you got?
Well, what I want to talk about is this game. First of all, the Dells comes in, they're playing as advertised.
Yeah.
They're, if you're asking yourself, gee, how can this team collectively shoot 49% from the floor? That's kind of unheard of. Basically, you make one out of every two. Well, it's because they create offense off their full court man-to-man pressure, and they turn those into layups, high percentage baskets. So everything that we kind of thought they might be, they are, and how they get it done. Very impressive. Very nice three-point shooting team as well. And Ripon, it's going to be the banner, if you will. It's going to be get better with the ball. That's the mantra as far as I'm concerned. You have to be strong with the ball. You cannot be panicking under pressure when you're dribbling. And that's going to take time, no doubt about it. The nice spot that I like, a couple of the girls, when they're square to the basket, they got a good-looking three-shot. Gee, I wonder where they got that from. Could it be the coach who has the record at Lakeland College from beyond the arc? And then the other thing is the nice, pleasant surprise I want to talk about. Mentioned her in the first half off the bench. Paisley Spalding. She is the freshman that can be that point guard, in my opinion. And I can tell she demonstrates pretty good strength with the offhand dribble, and you got to have that if you're a guard.
Well, the Tigers will get possession here to begin the second half, and they'll start here with Adele Miner taking it to the hoop, but she missed it.
I don't care about that.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a great take. That's what she needed to do.
And the Dells quickly the other way with a fast break, and Ashia Hopkins puts it right up and in.
Isn't Hopkins smooth? And I can't appreciate how smooth she is for such a thick player. She is smooth.
Adele Miner underneath the basket, no good. Resop, the rebound goes up, and it's going to be a held ball.
Wow. And
possession will go to the Chiefs. The Tigers on the floor here have Reese Brooks, Emma Resop, Raina Truchinski, Adele Miner, Emerson Peer.
I like the way they're playing, Ripon, come out to start here in the first couple minutes here. I like the way they're playing hard. They had a nice set play on the high post to Miner. She kind of pivoted and attacked the rim. And then here we're fighting on the glass on the missed shot on the rebound. So I like what they're doing. Ripon, once again, in that zone, looks more like almost like a 3-2.
Here's Hopkins with it. Over to the right side on the wing was Griffin. Making a move to the basket. Strong and up and no good.
Wow. She just powered Miner right out of there. Miner with a smile on her face.
Well, she did well on defense because it was an air ball. Resop got the rebound.
No, she was appreciating the strength of that girl. That's what I'm talking about.
Here's Brooks now on the wing left side. Bounce pass now to Adele Miner. Going to make a move in the lane, and she was fouled on the play by number 34, Ashia Hopkins. Second personal, first team.
You know what she did? She went through the Resop ball screen and knocked Resop off balance. That's what got the whistle from the official.
So Ripon gets the ball underneath their basket right side.
Shoot it.
Inbound to Peer.
You got to catch and square.
There's Peer with it. Gets it back from Truchinski. Now Miner. Truchinski into the lane. She stops, tries to bring it back out, but the ball was tipped
There you go. Good job by Brooks.
By the Dells, and Adele Miner runs down the loose ball. Now a jump shot by Resop, no good. And it looks like Adele Miner is going to get a foul on the loose ball. Going after the rebound.
Yeah, knocked it out.
Her first personal and first team foul of the half. So the Dells will bring it up.
Ripon's not showing any pressure in this game. They can appreciate the skill set of the Chiefs, so they get back in that man-to-man.
This is Alwyn with it. Goes to the right side, making a move, backing in. Now back to Alwyn for a three, and it's good. Jazz Alwyn. She has 14 in the game. It's 44-16 Chiefs.
She shoots 50% from the floor and over 40% on threes.
Chiefs
win.
still with man-to-man pressure here. Reese Brooks gets it up across the timeline successfully.
Ripon's going 4 across, trying something a little different here.
Here's Truchinski. To the left corner is Brooks. Back to Truchinski. Bounce pass to Minor.
Nice
Truchinski,
pass.
nice pass, but it was blocked out of bounds.
Big in there. I like that set play. Nice give
play.
and go
Yeah.
with a bounce pass. The use of the bounce pass in the lane and the Dells demonstrates that better than anybody I've seen so far this season. You can thread the needle in the lane with a bounce pass.
Truchinski will inbound it. Gets it out here to Reese Brooks.
If I'm Brooks, I would have shot that 3 right there.
Emma Reese up to the lane. Little floater, no good. A rebound out of there by Hopkins.
Stop ball.
Here
Turn
goes
your head.
Alwyn
Turn your
on
head.
the left side to the line and goes to the right corner. Driving to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Was Josie Griffin, and then a foul on the second chance. Foul's going to be on Emma Reesop, second personal, and I think that's the second team foul of the half. And for the Chiefs, they will go to the free throw line with Josie Griffin, a senior, no points yet tonight. And her first free throw is no good. 15 minutes and 16 seconds remain in the second half. The Chiefs 44, Tigers 16. In for Ripon, we have Danny Brewer, Paisley Spalding, and Millie Gales.
I want to see Brewers help and recover defense. Paisley Spalding, I want to see her on the ball.
Second free throw, no good. Danny Brewer runs down the board. And she'll bring it up for the Tigers. Goes over to Brooks, left side. There's a long three, no good.
Nice
Rebound.
shot. That's what
Asia
they need
Gall.
to do more of.
Here's Hopkins right to the hoop. Nice little pass off to Natalie Backus, who puts it up and in.
Something Ripon has gotten beat all night long is just transition basketball. There was a missed 3 ball, and there was 2 on none, basically, for an easy layup.
Ball was stolen away. Now Hopkins is going to get a layup, up and in.
Truchinski just had it taken right out of her hands.
Here's Spalding to Brooks, back to Spalding. Again, still pressure on Ripon, leading 48-16. And there's the reach-in foul.
So your best ball handler in the squad is the freshman. She does a good job taking care of it, and they got called the Dells for the hand check.
Natalie Backus, her first, team second of the half. Inbounding it. Here's Spalding with it now to the right corner.
I was just going to say,
3 by Brooks, no good.
Shot. They're giving you the shot. You got to take it. Look at that outlet.
There's a long pass outlet, nice to Jazz Alwyn, who lays it up and in.
Oh.
And it's Reese Brooks now for the Tigers.
When Brooks takes that shot from the wing on the 3, a guard has to immediately rotate out on top and get ready for the bust out. They're not doing that.
Here's Adele Minor at the free throw line. Going to take it to the hoop, and she drew a foul.
I think Ripon's being more aggressive here in the second half, attacking the basket, both perimeter and inside. Their first 2 plays to start the second half was put the ball on the floor in the lane and attack the rim. That would have been Minor and Reesop early on. And I think I like that mindset. They're getting just more aggressive. I'm not thinking about the scoreboard. I'm thinking about our style of play.
Adele Minor makes the first free throw. The foul was on Ashia Hopkins. That's her third personal and third team foul. And Adele will get a second free throw. And this one is up and good.
Good job. Not a strong shooting free throw team, Ripon, and so when you get there, you want to be more opportunistic than what they've been so far this year.
Well, they got Adele Minor put them both in. It's now 50-18. And here come the Chiefs. Over to the left side is Backus. He's going to drive the lane and now stops. Hands it off for a layup, no good. Nice block there by Emma Risa.
Don't run down the middle of the court, run down the wings. You can get them the outlet pass. You cannot pass the ball down the middle of the court.
Here's Reese Brooks taking it to the hoop. Floater, no good, but she drew a foul.
Hopefully Ripon's learning a valuable lesson here in the first 6 minutes of the second half, and that is good things are happening when you attack the basket.
And that foul, by the way, also on Ashia Hopkins. That's her fourth personal and fourth team foul, and Reese Brooks will get 2 free throws. So one thing the Tigers have done is gotten Ashia Hopkins out of the game, and she has 12 points tonight, and she has been a force inside. She's a strong player. Izzy Smith will replace her.
Yep, Hopkins averages 21 a game. Wow.
Reese Brooks makes the second of her 2 free throws. And the Chiefs will bring it up very quickly here. This is going to be Griffin with it. Hands the ball off. Allwyn on the left wing to the basket. Dumps it off for a 3 in the corner by Griffin. No good. Reese Brooks got the rebound.
Got bodied. Could have blown the whistle. No, you can't see. That's what you see. Reese wanted the ball, but she's down the middle of the lane. You got to go down an outside wing of the court. Then they can get you the pass.
Here's a pass inside to Danny Brewer, but it was knocked away, stolen, and the layup by Natalie Backus.
And yes, 3 quarters, probably 65, 70% of the baskets from the floor are layups generated off their defense and their steals. Ripon, don't hold it at your waist with your back to the rim.
Now it's in the game was Anna Buchholz.
Lost the handle.
Took to the court, lost the handle in the lane, and then it was an outlet pass to Natalie Backus, who puts it up and in.
I like someone to challenge a breakaway layup like that, one-on-one, challenge the shot.
All right, Reese Brooks here at the top of the key for Ripon.
Going 4 across, trying to keep that lane open so they can attack it, flash that lane, and get him the ball down low.
Anna Buchholz on the wing into the lane, brings it out to Reese Brooks.
She had the 3.
Going to back it in, but goes to Danny Brewer for 3. Off the rim, no good. Out of bounds.
Here. Yeah, that's Ripon ball.
And we're going to have a foul on the loose ball on Ripon over the back.
Huh. I thought Ripon was going to get the ball. Didn't see the foul. Here we go. 3 for 3 for Ripon.
Yeah, Adele Miner in, Brenda Flanagan in, Emerson Peer in.
Yep.
That foul, by the way, on Anna Buchholz, her first personal and the 3rd team foul of the half.
Marish takes a seat for the Dells. I didn't see who came in for her.
Here we go. The Dells, the free throw line jumper. Nice shot there.
Good recognition.
Asia Gall.
Ripon sunk on that in the lane. She got to she was looking, anticipating being picked up. She wasn't, so she just stopped and popped a little 15-footer. Give and go.
And it was taken away by Natalie Backus, and we're going to have a foul.
Yeah, it should be assessed to Anna Buchholz. Let's see.
Yep, on Anna Buchholz, the junior, her 2nd personal, and the 4th team foul of the half. 11 minutes, 32 seconds remain in the second half.
It'll be interesting if there's anybody in the conference that'll be able to give this very efficient, aggressive, workman-like Chiefs team a run for their money in the conference. I would think Berlin might be one of those.
And Westfield with that one gal for Westfield who had, 32 points the other night. But we'll see. But right now, the Dells on top of the conference and undefeated on the season. Here's a shot, no good. A rebound offensively.
That's, you see, that just, a little more experience, and that just won't happen.
Over to the right side now with it is Smith on the wing. Cross-court pass. Why not a 3? A shot is up, no good. Offensive rebound.
Wow.
By Vivian Gavinsky. And now a Dells player went to the basket but was tripped up.
They're going to give that to Spalding. Let's find out.
And it is a Ripon foul. 3 more in for the Tigers. Millie Gales will be in. Raina Truchinski comes in, and Reese Brooks returns. The foul was going to be on Brenna Flanagan. That's going to be her 1st personal and 5th team foul of the half. The Dells will inbound it. Out on top with it is Izzy Smith. She's going to drive to the basket, lays it up, no good. Tipped out of there. Brenna Flanagan gets the rebound for the Tigers. To Reese Brooks, will bring it up. Between the circles now. Goes to Adele Miner. She's going to make a pass to the corner.
I like to see Truchinski when she gets the ball to eyes on the rim, because she, never looks at the rim. So I'm not going to respect her as an offensive threat. Nice take.
Nice move by Reese Brooks. She lays it off the glass, left side, up and in.
Yeah, I saw an opportunity down that left lane line and took it. I've seen her about as aggressive in her career offensively as I'm seeing tonight in Brooks Reese.
Here's Gall, little jumper off the glass, no good. Adele Miner pulls down the rebound for the Tigers, and she'll bring it up across the timeline. She'll pass over here to Raina Truchinski. Back out to Reese Brooks, top of the circle. Gales, Truchinski. Reese Brooks left side to the basket, off glass, no good. Oh, Adele Miner, the offensive rebound, and she puts it up and in.
Now we can see more of that athleticism and what quickness by Miner coming on the weak side. Great quick putback. Nice finish.
So the Dells now into the right corner and bring it back out on top, circling around the three into the Grace Grove, the sophomore, dribbling the ball.
Something else I want to see this team get used to you got to talk, right? Talk screen, left, right.
Here's a jumper off glass, no good. Adele Miner gets the rebound.
Good defenses talk. Football, basketball, they all talk.
And Miner's going to take it to the hoop. Oh, she stops.
Oh,
so bring it to the corner. Millie Gales, the three.
There
Good by Millie Gales. Her first points of the night. Ripon with a rally with 7 straight points. And that causes a timeout by Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah, Coach Buss is going to re-inject 4 of his 5 starters.
It's 8 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the second half, but Wisconsin Dells is up by 30, leading the Tigers 56-26.
After tonight, the Dells will not be in action until
another week,
the 19th.
Oh, yeah, more than a week.
Yeah, more than a week. Friday the 19th, they will be at home. And that nice new high school of theirs, and they'll be taking on the Hornets of Wautoma that happens to be the victim of Ripon last week when Ripon beat and got their only win of the year so far, 66-34, almost doubled up the Hornets. Ripon did last week on December 4th.
All right, after the timeout, here come the Dells. It's Hopkins is back in the game with 4 fouls, and she's going to bring it out on a wing for a 3, and it's going to be short. Reese Brooks gets the rebound.
Head up, run the wings, give it to Truchinski, let her shoot it. There you go.
Gales for 3.
Or Gales,
no
I'm
good.
sorry, not Truchinski. My bad.
Backhouse with the rebound.
That was good play. Good play by Ripon. It just didn't fall.
The Tigers have scored 7 straight. Here's a 3 right side. No good. Rebound, Reese Brooks again.
1-on-1.
3-on-1 Tigers. Left hand, good by Reese Brooks.
Nice scoop off the window. Well done.
A 9-0 run by Ripon.
So we're seeing flashes of what Ripon can become.
Now a driving to the hoop and lays it up and in was Natalie Backhouse. Good move.
Backhouse. That was almost like the parting of the sea.
Yeah, right.
I didn't want to get in front of her.
All right, Raina Truchinski brings it up for Ripon. Over to Gales now. Reese up, going to go to the basket, and it's up, no good, but she drew a foul.
Talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
What we're seeing in the second half versus the first by Ripon is attacking the rim offensively, and they're doing it quicker. I know that's one of the goals where they want to be in terms of creating, speeding up your game defensively, getting the turnover, doing to the Dells what the Dells is doing to Ripon is what the game plan is by Ripon. If that makes any sense. It's just that right now they're not there.
Emma Reesop gets a free throw, her first point of the night, actually. And Danny Brewer and Paisley Spalding come in. The foul, by the way, was on Jazz Alwyn, second personal, 5th team of the half.
So the team that will beat the Dells is going to be the team that handles the ball, doesn't turn it over under pressure, and then just matches up physically. Nice challenge.
Nice block and challenge by Emma Reesop, but the officials call a foul.
Yeah, must have got a little bit of the body, but I love the way she went up on that ball, and it was definitely at first it was a clean block. If anything, I thought it might maybe be one of those held balls.
I thought it was a clean block, but
yeah.
For Emma, third personal, 6th team. Free throw around and in by Ashia Hopkins.
Hopkins is just smooth. Soft touch when she shoots the pill from downtown. She's the only one that I see that wears team shoes, right?
Yeah, the nice color.
Yeah, but nobody wears matching shoes with the uniform anymore except Hopkins. Yeah, now that makes you a standout, right?
Really?
It's the full circle, my friend.
All right, Reese Brooks. Spalding on the left side. Truchinski has it. She's going to drive to the basket. Dumps it off for Reese Brooks.
Okay, all right.
And Brooks will stop.
Come to the ball, Paisley.
Spalding has it. Reese Brooks.
Get that screen higher, Emma. Set that ball screen higher.
Here's Danny Brewer with it. To Emma Reesop. Shot
Nice
is up.
block.
Blocked by Alwyn. No foul
Look
called.
at this. Look at that
Long
outlet.
pass.
What a pass.
And a layup and in by Natalie Backos.
I think my hunch is they've been playing together a while.
Right?
Wow, that's good basketball.
Here's Spalding to Reesop. Goes down, but was able to retain possession of the ball. Now here's Reese Brooks. And it goes through the hands of a couple of players, and Alwyn ends up with it for the Dells, and she lays it up and in.
Wow, nice delay shot. She knew that she had Paisley Spalding on her, and she had to just momentarily hang with that layup before she could release it. Very calm under fire. Yeah, keep that ball high.
There's Danny Brewer with it. Takes a
There you
shot
go.
in the lane. No good. Reesop, the rebound. Good
Nice.
for Emma Reesop.
Glad to see Brewer be aggressive, taking her shot like that. Just a sophomore.
Here's I thought it was going to be a three, but it will.
Yeah.
But this time on the left wing. Good by Asia Gall.
Boy, they got some nice shooters.
Yeah, that they do. 6 minutes remaining in the second half. The Tigers will take a timeout. Actually, 6 minutes and 3 seconds
I mean,
remain.
three of those starters, you talked about them in pregame. Three of those starters are 21, 18, and 18 points per contest. And then you look at the percentage that they shoot the ball. It's one thing to be a person that averages 20 a game, but you only shoot 31% from the floor. So you're just doing it with carpet bombing versus precision. And all three of those shooters that the Dells has, that they can light it up. And when you look at the three-point shooting, yeah, Hopkins averages 21 a game, but she shoots 55% from the floor, 46 from the three-point line. You got 50% from Alwyn from the floor, and she shoots 41% on the three ball. And then you got Bacchus, and she goes 18 points a game, 66% from the floor. And by the way, I don't know if she's gotten to the line tonight, but Natalie Bacchus also shoots almost 80% from the free throw line. They've played a lot of youth basketball, and I don't know who worked with them, but somebody did a really good job teaching them the fundamentals.
Ripon will get the ball on the inbound. It'll be Emerson Peer to Paisley Spalding, who brings it up for the Tigers.
There you go.
There's Adele Miner.
Don't
with
hold
it.
it at your waist.
She's going to dump it off now to Buchholz. Miner gets it back.
Right back to her.
To Reesop, who goes
Nice
a little
take.
jumper. No good.
Get that.
And Alwyn will run down the rebound. Quick pass and another layup for the Dells.
Now, in that last series down there by Ripon, Anna Buchholz kind of pulled off of it. I think she had a play on that loose ball, and that's something she's going to watch on film and figure it out. They're going to call that reach.
Yeah, we have a holding call on Wisconsin Dells.
That'll go on Griffin.
As a nice move by Adele Miner to get that call. And the foul is going to be on Josie Griffin. Second personal, sixth team foul of the half.
Hey, we're back in action tomorrow night. More Ripon basketball. It'll be the boys team. Coach Andy Bradley putting, what are they, 2-0?
2-0.
They're going to be putting that on the line with the Wisconsin Dells boys tomorrow night. And those guys are 1-1 on the year.
A three, no good. Hopkins the rebound, and another outlet and another layup for Wisconsin Dells.
That's an easy adjustment Ripon can make just by making sure a guard rotates back out on top. They're releasing early knowing that they have a high percentage of getting the rebound on a one and done. And how many points do you think they got? Like, here we go again. How many points do you think they got on these right here? Probably half their points.
Ashia Hopkins with a deuce. And now we're going to have a substitution timeout.
Yeah, he just wants to get his guys in.
About time, seeing they're up by 42.
Well, I mean, he's doing nothing wrong.
I disagree. They didn't need to be all that pressing on there. And
that's your style. That's who you are.
All the starters that they had in there at the end.
You still got 5 minutes left in the game.
Anyway, well, you and I'll disagree on that one.
Yes, we will. That's my style. That's my calling card.
Well, I call it.
Gordy Gillespie would agree with me. I'll tell you that.
Well, I call it unnecessary. But nonetheless, here comes Gales.
We agree to disagree, as that old expression goes.
Buchholz with it, top of the circle. Spalding. Gales with it. Over to the right side now is Brenda Flanagan. Buchholz has it. And looking to go to Danny Brewer.
So I like what Ripon has done in the second half, the way that they are more assertive on the half-court offense, looking for their shots.
Flanagan, 3, left wing, no good. Ball comes out of there. Danny Brewer will hustle it, and she takes a shot up, no good. Millie Gales on the hustle, but she lost the ball out of bounds. Anastasia Spalding will come into the game for the Tigers. She's a junior. 4 minutes now remain in the second half. Here we go to the right side. Gall with it for the Dells. To the baseline. Shot is up, no good, and we're going to get a foul on the Tigers.
Crossover dribble, baseline, boom, boom, and she found herself to the rim, and now is going to be rewarded with 2 free throws.
Fouls on Brenna Flanagan. That'll be your second, team 7th of the half, but 2 free throws here for the Chiefs, and the first one is up and in by Asia Gall, and she's had a pretty good game tonight.
Oh, I think you can say that about a few of the blue jerseys.
Yeah, just that, she normally wouldn't score in double figures, and she has 15.
Good ball screen.
Here's Brewer with 3 at the right wing. Good by Danny Brewer. Her second 3 of the night.
And that was a good ball screen by
there's a good
Anastasia Spalding.
By Asia Gall, another good move by her.
It was that ball screen that freed her up for the 3 ball by Ripon.
Here's Anna Buchholz now, top of the circle, goes left side. Oh, a pass was not tipped by the Dells, and it goes out of bounds to the Chiefs. Clock running now at 77:34.
How uncanny is this? They average 80 a game, and they give up 36 a game.
Yeah, it's about right.
I mean, that is just nuts how it's kind of playing right to that with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Good defense that time by Brenna Flanagan, who knocked the ball away from a Chiefs player, but hit the Chiefs last, so Ripon will get the possession.
Our next girls' game will be next Tuesday, and that will be right here with Kewaskum, a former conference member. Kewaskum Indians will be taking on Ripon here next week.
Here's a pass and tipped and stolen away.
Good outlet.
Looks like, good hustle there by Anna Buchholz to knock it away from the Chiefs player. It was stolen out there. I think that was Vivian Gavinsky. Now in will be Brenna Carlson, a sophomore for the Tigers. There's the inbound to the left corner.
Good pressure by Ripon, almost got his steal.
Yeah, Buchholz almost on the steal there. And the Dells will circle around.
Give and go.
And inside, left hand shot no good. Rebound Danny Brewer, and we're going to have a held ball.
Once again, when you get that rebound, and good job on the weak side by the sophomore, I think Brewer is, you bring it down to your waist and you invite company to reach in on that ball. So once again, that's something that can be corrected in practice.
Here's Danny Brewer to inbound to bring it up for Ripon. Buchholz has it now on the left wing.
Good ball screen there.
Goes across to Flanagan.
Anastasia Spalding sets good screens. Watch her. Away from the ball, she does a good job.
Here's Brewer. That's Buchholz with it now. Makes a nice move into the lane. Little floater. Good by Anna Buchholz. Now the Dells, I believe, will be the last possession here, as the time will be, I don't know what. I think Brenda Carlson is on a foul there. I think they wanted, I don't know why, but nonetheless, that ended the game. Unsure of that, but doesn't matter.
How uncanny is that? They allow 36 points a game. That's exactly what they gave up, the Dells. And they were just 3 short of what they normally average in a game.
Well, the final score has Wisconsin Dells 77 and the Ripon Tigers with 36. With the win, the Dells will go to 6-0 overall, 4-0 in the conference. And for the Tigers, they'll go to 1-6 overall, 1-3 in the conference. As Marty mentioned, the next game for Ripon will be this coming Tuesday.
Or tomorrow night.
Home game versus
girls.
Kewaskum. Yes.
Yeah, girls game. Yep.
It will be next Tuesday, home versus Kewaskum. Our next broadcast is tomorrow, Friday night, boys game, as Ripon will be hosting the Chiefs of Wisconsin Dells.
And an interesting matchup. You got Ripon, probably one of their better starts of a season in recent years, off to a quick, good, solid 2-0 start. And they got a team coming in that's won one, lost one. So it'll be a good measuring stick for Coach Andy Bradley tomorrow night. You and I will be back at it again. And we'll get a chance to talk to head coach Andy Bradley for the first time this season as well. Looking forward to that.
Let's run down the scoring quickly. For the Dells, Jazz Alwyn had 18. Maya Marsic, 2. It was Asia Gall who had 17. Natalie Backhouse, 24. She had 14 in the first half, 10 in the second. And then Ashia Hopkins had 15. For the Tigers, it was Reese Brooks who had 8 points. Emma Resop had 3. Danny Brewer, 6. Adele Miner with 6. Anna Buchholz, 5. Paisley Spalding, 5. And Millie Gales had 3. So that will wrap it up here tonight. Again, the Dells defeat the Ripon Tigers 77-36. And for Marty Ernzer, I'm Lynn Krause. We'll again talk to you again on Friday night for the boys game.
Yeah, and thanks to Nyla and JJ doing the job tonight too on the camera and the tech work. It's always something that the viewers don't get a chance to appreciate and see as much as we do.
And we do appreciate it, no doubt about it. So again, the final, Wisconsin Dells 77, the Ripon Tigers 36. Thank you for watching and listening. You have been watching and listening Ripon Tigers girls basketball on the Ripon Channel.